The relationship between the United States and China will be tested this weekend in California. That's where President Obama is meeting his Chinese counterpart later today. The summit is expected to focus on economic issues, North Korea, and cybersecurity. Chip Reid is in San Jose, California. Chip, good morning.
Well, good morning, Charlie and Nora. You know, economic issues are always big at Chinese-American summits, but the most contentious issue at this meeting could well be accusations by the United States that China is hacking U.S. businesses and defense systems. The Pentagon believes China is hacking into U.S. computers to learn about high-tech weapon systems. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel made the charge just last week.
The United States has expressed our concern about the growing threat of cyber intrusions, some of which appear to be tied to the Chinese government and military.
White House officials say President Obama will, at a minimum, ask the Chinese president for an explanation.
There is a broad array of topics that the two leaders will discuss, and certainly cybersecurity will be one of them.
Other topics on the U.S. agenda include lobbying China to discourage North Korea from developing nuclear-armed long-range missiles, pushing China to consider limits on greenhouse gas emissions, and persuading Beijing that new U.S. military activity in Asia is about protecting U.S. allies, not threatening China. The two presidents will meet at Sunnylands, a 200-acre retreat in Southern California where the White House hopes the leaders will be freed from the formalities of a state visit. The goal, White House advisors say, is for the talks to be less rigid, more candid, and to produce real conversation.
I want to welcome Vice President Xi to the Oval Office.
They met more than a year ago when Xi was vice president of China. At the time, President Obama sent a firm message to the world's fastest-growing major economy.
We have tried to emphasize that because of China's extraordinary development over the last 2 decades, that with expanding power and prosperity also comes increased responsibilities.
And Charlie and Nora, one really interesting thing about President Xi is that when he was in his early 30s, he lived in rural Iowa with an American family while he studied American agriculture. So he understands America and Americans in a way that his predecessors did not. The White House hopes that will help the two presidents connect.
Thanks, Chip.